Award Preview. Hi, I'm Debbie. Youth, the main takeaway. But the dancehall star, the leader of the pack with his arena-filling concerts. Kartel or Leela? Mortimer or Keznamdi? And what about Jesse? Or Pundits weigh in on the 2026 Reggae Grammy nominees.
Grammy reveal not until next February, but speculation around eventual winners of arguably the music business' most prestigious awards always a hot topic.
And the Grammy goes to?
Older established names, usually a fixture among Reggae Grammy nominees, with Amali often in the mix, and international voices increasingly in the running. This year's crop, however, with one exception, on the younger side, and all Jamaican.
Pressure, we under pressure.
The matter of voting is what is critical, and you have to be able to marshal the support of voters.
Sonia Stanley Nair teaches at the UWI.
We are very excited for people like Mortimer and Leela Ike. We have 3 entries, first-timers, never nominated. And I think as a homegrown batch, and for so long, we have had a loud burst of entries from outside of Jamaica. In fact, this is why the reggae revival became so important, because there was never that rate of production in that category of music, even though we had dancehall entries in what is a reggae category. And of course, there is advocacy about splitting the categories. But for this year, the 2026 Grammys, those nominees, we're seeing an offering of reggae.
Find it in your heart and soul.
Singers making the cut, such as Leela Ike and Mortimer, represent the new sound of reggae, but one name dominant in 2025, garnering attention with arena-packing shows.
Global influence, visibility. Kartel has been out there doing the work, certainly on the heels of his release from incarceration. Let's see if that's going to be enough.
As sure as the sun gonna shine, if you're patient enough, you're gonna have your time.
The song is only one component of what makes the artist now, so the label influence is important, but it's selling an experience. The artist is now an experience, and I think in that category we are seeing where those Kartel, for example, I think the matter of incarceration gives him an edge because there has been, some notoriety around his own performance.
You're saying that works in a Grammy context?
I'm saying it works for the artists in terms of them being an experience and certainly visible to voters. It's about the voters.
Visibility gives him an advantage vis-a-vis somebody like, say, Mortimer, who is still an emerging artist.
Absolutely, visibility is critical. Visibility is going to be the difference between one who is seen by voters versus one who is not seen by voters. And of course, people are listening to the music, but that's not the only reason why people are going to vote for you. The label influence matters. In the case of these artists, there isn't that much of a critical influence of labels.
Many of these acts are forging alliances with independent labels and entities. When you own your copyright and you have artistic control, that is value in itself. And remember, sometimes the value does not accrue immediately. It takes time. So if you can maintain control over your intellectual property is always good. But sometimes you might not get that initial push that you'd want if you had a record label behind you.
Yeah, I know.
Clyde McKenzie rates Kartel's Grammy chances, but doesn't discount the freshness and vibrancy of the more reggae-oriented nominees.
Somebody like Kartel, as popular as he is in our neck of the woods, might not be as familiar to the people who are voting there. So, the fact that he is doing so well in a particular segment of the market might not be a guarantee that he's a shoo-in.
Once upon a time, I wanna hear your side.
You're looking at a young group of people. The average age outside of Kartel is 35. Most of them are tertiary educated. They tend to come from a certain background and they represent a certain type of music. They are reggae, primarily, no dancehall, and some of them have strong musical pedigree. For example, Keznamdi. I mean, this is a talented group. It's not a flash in the pan. These are not people who have just emerged.
Who is leading the pack right now?
If you're talking about just plain name recognition, then Vybz Kartel would obviously be at the front of the pack.
Who is next in line if it's not Kartel?
Leela Ike is somebody who is grabbing a lot of attention. She has a certain kind of charisma that is undeniable. And when you see her, she commands the stage, she commands her audience. She has that presence.
And the material is
and her material is good. They might be the two front runners, yes.
You give the moon even the stars and trade your very life.
Whose album, if you listen to all of those albums, immediately corresponds to you?
Boy, me say me a root for Mortimer. As an artist, I think he has put in the work. I'm rooting for Leela Ike. Her catalog is solid. She deserves the recognition. I think there's a bit of vulnerability that works for the artist as well. It's about putting your own experience out there that other people can relate to. And I think Mortimer and Leela Ike, they've achieved that.
I got the bruises to prove. How could you pretend you never used and abused?